Today, I would like to continue our Freya quest, and we kind of got to the point where we have to meet her in the volcano. So I figured we'll go to the volcano and do the volcano. I don't know if we're going to do the dungeon yet. I haven't decided. Maybe. I would quite like to do all the dungeons with like my final form armor, and I'm going to do some kind of guides based on that stuff. So I'm kind of saving them a little bit. We did do the dregs. We did do Palace of the Witch Queen. Did we do any others, friendos? I don't know if we did any others. So we're definitely going to go to the volcano. Oh, goodness me.
Meal Ticket 202 just subscribed.
What a name. Meal Ticket, thank you so much for the 3 months in advance. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Thank you, lovely. Welcome, welcome. This is the Slave Forged Sacrificial... Okay, wait a second. Slave Forged Sacrificial Chest Piece. There we go. It is a great nickname, especially when you're supporting streamers. Absolutely. Hello Tar, hello people joining us. Hello Deft, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. Most skills I've got in PvP was the blood crystal talent. Yeah, there you go. So it's very worth getting all the blood crystal weapons. Absolutely. Couldn't apply any of my PC stuff will mostly arrive this week, but the RAM is out on the wind until May. Is it? Is it like special RAM? I did have a glance through your specs. So yeah, we're going to go to the volcano. So I thought we would kind of continue the cartographer journey because we were just tracking that. Why not? So we're going to go to Mounds of the Dead. Then we're going to go to the volcano and we'll meet Freya there, which means I've got to remember to take some ice with me because I don't have any particular cold resistance stuff. But first of all, I thought we'd go to the Unnamed City because I'd quite like to make the Bindings of the Dead bindings to replace these kind of like mid-level chain binding situations. And for that we need three fragments of power, and we need a heart of a hero. And they expire in like 40 minutes and whatnot. So we'll go do that first. Then we'll do Mounds of the Dead, Volcano, and then maybe like try to get some legendaries because we've got a bunch of keys and stuff like that. That's it, friendos. That's the plan. Let me cross off the armor journey because I got that done before the stream. Oh, I don't know why I'm so like tired. Yes. So we're going to take Leonille because I just feel like it, honestly. I just enjoy her company. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so cool to get a Leonille this early. Don't look at me like that, lady. Now, I've dressed her up so that she looks appropriate for Mounds of the Dead because we are going to go to Mounds. And I used Fashionist to do this. Let me just quickly show you how to use Fashionist if you haven't used it yet. There we go. Perfect. So you basically, if you have the mod Fashionist, you need to make one of these benches, which you'll just find with your, what is it called? Build hammer. And then you need to, why is it a dude? If you just want to hide the helmet of your follower, you don't need to kind of make an armor stand or anything. All you need to do is search for their name, tick this, and then you would click hide helmet, and then you just click distribute outfit. You could do it to all, distribute it to all of your followers if you want to. But if you want to kind of give them sort of different armor pieces and stuff like that, anything more complicated, you just need to make one of these Fashionist armor stands, put in the pieces that you want to equip for that person, and you can do it for all your thralls together at the same time, and all it will do is transmog them, which is pretty darned cool. Save you kind of crafting a huge amount of armor or whatever, if you want people to have like a uniform or something, a bit like my smiths and things like that. Or you can do it for kind of specific classes or whatever. And you can like toggle it just for females, just for males, kind of cool. And then yeah, so whatever you put in there, tick whoever you want to apply it to, include hide the helmet if you want to, and then click distribute outfit. And that is why she looks like she's dressed like this. I just kind of wanted something vaguely attractive that looked sort of Cimmerian. So she's still wearing the gauntlets that we collected from a jailer. The near heavy tasset we collected from somebody in the north, and some Cimmerian steel boots also from a jailer, although these are worn by her kinsman up at Mounds of the Dead as well. And then I gave her the horned helmet that I have picked up from the Red Mother Dragon from the Unnamed City because it has a huge amount of armor value, 312. Legendary, fantastic, good armor value. And then last time we met, I think it was last time, we went to the sinkhole, the arena, and we got the recipe for the Void Forged dragon ribs, which have a huge amount of armor value at 555 because they've been crafted with a shield right. And then we will apply a bolt plating to it once we've done the Wallmaker dungeon, which is why it doesn't have any kind of mod on it yet. But one of the reasons I like this is because it buffs strength damage by 8, which is great. So eventually my follower will have a full set of all strength buffing items. We just need to learn some recipes. So we're going to do the Black Keep dungeon, we're going to do War Makers, things like that. We're going to get the recipes and then we'll do kind of final form stuff. But she already has 1200 armor just from these lootable items and then this chest piece that I've crafted. So there you are. She has the Hanneman's Gather, which we looted quite early on in the game from a legendary chest. 96 damage, 45% armor pen, and Sunder's fantastically good weapon for a thrall. She's got some gruel, and I've crafted some concentrated aloe extract, just because we're going to go to the volcano, and they hit very hard there. So I want her to have the best chance of survival possible. Yeah, my character is now in the perfected heavy armor because I completed the final armourer journeys. I did it off stream because there's nothing too complicated about it, but just go through the motions. Do armourer first, expert, then master, and you'll learn the recipe for the perfected XL armours. They are fantastically good because they buff, certainly this level buffs strength and agility by 5 each of them. Too many words. And lots of armour value, like a huge amount of armour value. So I just really like them, and this is what I'm going to be wearing now for end game stuff. I've got an armor reduction kit on each of them, and they've been crafted by a shield right. So I have 1650 heavy armor. Bear in mind that points in grit will affect the amount of armor that you have. So the more points you spend here or less here, because I have sometimes comments, people saying, how on earth are you not taking many more damage? Grit, and just the amount of grit and then the perks within grit that you have will make a difference. So you can see here I've got tenacity increases your armor by 40 and stamina by 20. Stout increases my armor by 1/5 of my current stamina. And then defensive posture, incoming damage is reduced by 15% when you're attacking or blocking. So those all add up. Thank you for that. Hello, Neff. Hello. And then F, what's happened? Oh, mod would save me so much material and time, but Xbox, no mods. I'm so sorry about that. I do wish at this stage... I do wish at this stage that any, like the top 10 or the top 5 most used, most popular quality of life mods in the game would be just applied to the game. At this stage, we've gotten this far through, I do think the ones that are the most useful, most essential, just put them in the game. And not just because, you know, people on console, but like people on officials, but all the people on console. There's so many people on console that play this game, so many people play officials. I just think I would love that if they would do that. And we could even vote for the top 5 as a community if they wanted to. So yes, my transmog is my transmog is, none of this is modded transmog here. Obviously the fact that I've transmogged here is modded. If you don't have Fashionist, then you can just use the thaumaturgy bench. Let me show you very quickly while we're going through the motions. I kind of go with my like building, don't I? So craft a thaumaturgy bench. You learn this from learning sorcery, which you learn from Shellback Hollow over here on the map. Go to the back, touch the book at the back, leave there, and you'll be able to craft one of these thaumaturgy benches. Then you place the source stats. So the item that you want the stats from to be here, the appearance piece here, and then click combine, and then you'll have this illusion. Kind of, you can then wear it. The only problem with this is it has to be full durability when you apply the illusion. The thing about Fashionist is I just drag stuff into these spaces here, and then it applies it to whatever I put on. It's great. And then I can kind of hide it according to whatever I feel like. There you are. Gotta like breathe, people. We have a bit of tea. Encumbrance build places cannot fathom putting that many attributes points into. Yeah, absolutely. And because I'm so greedy for damage, I hate putting any points in encumbrance. Yep. Hello, Kyria. Hello, lovely. Oh, it's even an ancient mod that is nothing but the Exiled Lands map with a number and letter combo in every square. So you don't have to scroll around to tell people where you are. Why is this not the base map? So when you open your map, you just see the number and letter in the thingies. Is that what you mean? Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to see that, I guess. I've never used it. Hello, people joining us. Never played WoW. What's your point number? It's a special order. Oh, very exciting. It's going to be a freaking spaceship, isn't it? Your PC. So we're all kitted out. I've got my usual armor, my usual weapons. You can see I've got my Doom Hammer from the Were-Hyena boss in the middle of the den. I've got my Glimmer Moon axe, which I just got from a legendary chest. I love this. It's so cool because it gives me like a little bit of an AoE, bit of lighting. 1 second. People always ask me while I'm in admin mode, it's because I like to just do these things randomly. Wait, it's not quite dark enough because we're indoors. Bum bum. Doo doo doo. Bum bum. You see, I have like this little aura of like light, which if I switch it out, I just think that's so cool. There's a few things like that. There's the Forged Light Hammer, which you can get again from legendary chests. There's Jediah's Great Saber as well. These are just so nice. Even if you don't want to use the axe for a weapon, although these days it does a lot of damage, 71 and no armor pen, you can mod that as well. Then even if you have no intention of using it, you can just have it in your inventory because it weighs very, very little. One. Oh yeah. Did you just kick me? Get him, Leonil. There we go. Thanks, love. Yeah, you can just kind of have it so that you can see whilst running around. You don't have to use one of those obnoxious evening potions. What am I trying to say? Night vision potions. Okay. Sorry, Leonil. She'll be all right. So let me just make sure I haven't... there you go. Let's put it back to noon. Perfect. It's like nothing happened. So yes, I love that axe. I have put a spiked weapon fitting on these black claws, which we picked up from outside the den NPC camp on a bench. I have noticed, and I was saying this as we approached the bench the other day, this is the first time I've seen it in single player for like so many different days. And I was like, have they stopped it from spawning there? Because they just don't seem to spawn very frequently anymore. But we were lucky and they happened to be there on the bench. So do check when you approach the den from like this side. Because these are really, really good weapons and they're just totally free on a bench. You can just pick them up and run away. 52 damage, 19% armor pen because I put a spiked weapon fitting on it. And they have this acidic debuff that applies to most creatures. Every creature, I think, as far as I know, is susceptible to acidic. And that will reduce armor value and things like that. What else was I going to say? Yes, until I do the Warmaker dungeon, I generally would recommend spiked weapon fittings on weapons, whenever you can make those, and they're hardened steel kind of level mods. I've got my shank daggers, which cripple, which is quite handy if you're being chased by a bunch of screaming Volcano NPCs. And that's it. I think we're good. Should we get out of here? Give me a chance to like breathe and stuff. Welcome everybody joining us. Hello, hello. Ever thought I'd see Anna run a build with point split between strength and agility? Yeah. Well, because I haven't got my agility kind of weapons yet. Obviously, I have my black claws. I've got my daggers, but I don't use these kind of all the time. And so because of that, I have kind of my point split between strength and vitality, 2 perks in agility, 3 perks in grit, and 1 in expertise. And I will be respecking to max vitality, max agility, no points in strength eventually. So that we can just like roll like crazy people. That's the plan. Yep. Get the helmet with night vision because the night gets so dark in the caves too. Yeah, the Darfari one. All right, should we go? Let's go get ourselves a Heart of a Hero from the Unnamed City and some fragments of power so we can craft our Findings of the Dead. And then we're going to head to Mounds of the Dead, Leonil. So let's talk about buffs. I have crafted some salted pork because we got the recipe from a summoning place last time we met. So we're going to do, for us, we're going to split our damage between, or split our kind of buffs between strength and agility, strangely. I'm going to drink 1 Black Lotus potion. Oh no, I don't need the salted pork. I'm going to replace that with Desert Croc. That's so funny. So I could do salted pork if I wanted to give myself... The burping is quite loud, isn't it? Hold on a second. I apologise. I just can't deal with it. There we go. We'll make sure I switch... Somebody remind me to put that back on. Is that... Wait, stop burping, lady. It's uncouth. What did my mother say? She stopped. She stopped. I brought my cat a new bag of jingly ball toys and feel like a parent whose kids just came home with a vuvuzela they're totally into. Uh-oh, what did you do? I feel like I'm being a jerk and going out hunting people around Black Corsair. Nothing else. Set of daggers. Max agility. Yeah. Yeah, max agility is super fun. Arguing with my puppy we just ate. He wants to go outside and play. I'm telling him, no, we need to relax and digest our dinner. Love that. Trying to persuade your puppy of anything sounds like a fun idea. So we're buffed for a bit of strength and a bit of agility. Why not? Let's just split the two. And then she's going to have a triple buff. So we're going to give her cooked pork for the 25% strength damage buff from that. We're going to give her salted pork. We're going to right click on that so that she eats it to add 15% strength damage. And then we're going to give her a Black Lotus potion as well. And that should triple buff her. There we go. So now we have 15 from the potion, 25 from the cooked pork, and then 15% from the salted pork. So she's like uber buffed. So she should do a bit more damage. She's not going to do as much damage as my Cimmerian Berserker here, or like a fighter from the Volcano. But I just like having her around, friendos. It's such a treat to have a Leonil so early. Doom, our friendo here, has got like all the good stuff. It's a bit of spare gruel for us. So we're going to come back after the Unnamed City, so we'll pick up ice then. Hopefully I don't forget, people. Don't let me forget.
Red Zombie Panda Gaming just subscribed with Prime.
Red Zombie, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome in. So let's get Doombringer. Let's go get ourselves... We'll do a round at the Unnamed City. Get ourselves some fragments and a Heart of a Hero. So we can do some crafting. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. Try giving Puppy something to chew on for a bit. She'll keep him occupied. Puppy just burped in my face. Oh dear. What are you gonna do, eh? Alright. So we should be a bit tougher now with all this kind of buffing on our armor. Let's get out the... Well, we don't have to worry even about being in the corruption anymore, which is nice, isn't it? Because we have our lovely friend. Shall we try out our claws? These are going to come in handy in the Volcano. I find my survivability to be a lot better with this kind of thing. She's made short work of them. Well done, love. Quite often I leave a bunch of stuff, but if it's Grey Lotus, I just can't leave it. You know, or like Black Lotus, that kind of thing. Alrighty. Right. Hearts of Hero, which we need to get one Heart of a Hero from a mini boss, and then Fragments of Power we get from bosses. Doo-doo, doo-doo, dun, 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 dun. Hello, mate. Dun, dun. There we go. It's the punch stab that looks satisfying. It's very fun. Remind Anna about ice and unloading Doombringer. Got it. Forgets instantly. That's it. You see, together. If we forget, at least I can blame chat. That's the key here, isn't it? So we are in a sandstorm. We're taking damage, but slowly, and we have a lot of HP. I'm just going to kind of monitor it. The sandstorm is like on a kind of a meandering path. There are certain places that it always hits, and then some places sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes you'll see the sandstorm, just like at our base at the savannah. Sometimes you'll see the sandstorm go by, you'll get like the increased windiness and stuff. But you won't take any damage. If you don't see that sandstorm debuff written on the top left corner of my screen, then you're not taking damage, you don't need to worry about it. But yes, I think the Unnamed City always gets hit whenever there's a sandstorm, which makes sense because it's supposed to be kind of tough. And my favourite way of dealing with it is using bandages, because there you go. So you can see that the debuff has ended now. You can just heal up and go about my business. That's it. There are a bunch of different helmets you can wear. Godbreaker helmet. There's the Sandstorm Breathing Mask you can craft at like level 30, I think it is. And there's a few there's like a Darfari one you can wear. Yeah, level 30. And it requires steel. It should get a bit brighter around here now that the sandstorm is over. Exclamation mark ticket in Twitch chat for a chance to win a DLC of your choice for the game. I don't have Seekers of the Dawn. I don't have Scepter. Other than that, I have everything else, and this for Steam. That's it. And last chance today and tomorrow to get your Twitch drops. The Blood Crystal Katana. Hello, mate. Oh, the roll is so much nicer with my agility. Aha. We've been kind of hoarding skeleton keys, because normally I've been in a bunch more dungeons at this point. I'm kind of saving the dungeons. I don't know why. I've been doing a bunch of other stuff. And I guess because we've been doing questing and we've been doing journeys and things, we've got a lot left to do, which is kind of a nice position to be in. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Call him Puppy, but he's 2 years old now, 96 pounds. He's about 20 bones laying about. God forbid I try to put some away, he'll bark at me until I let him have them all back. Kind of looks like a mound of death, does it? Yeah, I bet it does. Crikey. I don't even know, what kind of bones do they get? What's the critter? The only way to get Freya with commands or force a quest stage to finish. I can't get to acknowledge the one skull ball kill. Oh, yo. I don't think so. I think there were on the beta, but I don't think that they're active in the main game, as far as I know. If anybody knows differently, feel free to correct that. Maelstrom. So it looks like Forge Light, it just doesn't have the glowy kind of effect. It's a kind of a crime to leave Star Metal, but here we are, friendos. I'll take the Crystalline Guardian Torso. So let me just do a quick comparison. So Maelstrom... Let's compare it with Forge Light. I need to do this every time we do a playthrough, so we can kind of like keep up to date with what's different. So Maelstrom 79 and no armor pen, Forge Light 68 and 48% armor pen. So I would definitely prefer Forge Light personally, because that starting at 47% armor pen is really good. And you can add a master weapon fitting on that, which will increase both the damage and the armor pen. That's a mod you can get once you've done the Wallmaker dungeon. Clicked on the tablet at the end of the dungeon. And then in addition to the extra damage, Forge Light is one of those ones I always mention. Just like my Glimmermune axe, that gives you this aura of light, which is lovely for Wine Cellar Dungeon, Volcano, just out in the world, really, you know, because it can be a bit dark in some places on the map. There you go. We're going to drop that because we just spawned it in. In case anyone was like, oh my goodness, she's hacking. She's using cheats to beat the game. Okay, stop. Excellent. There we are. Perfect. It's like nothing ever happened. Do I have night vision potions on me? Why do I have those on me? I think we picked them up from the box next to the Red Mother, didn't we? Oh, did I miss the box? Hold on, let's go check the box. Here's beef marrow bones. I think cut up leg bones. Oh, very tasty. Very tasty. Okay, so we've got some Grey Lotus. Don't want to leave that. I don't care about repair kits at this stage of the game. When I, like, early on in the game, the repair kits are very handy because you can loot, you know, just really good, like, weapons just from NPC camps and tools from NPC camps, which is very, very kind of useful, kind of good use for them. But later on in the game, I don't want to use them because every time you use a repair kit, you have a chance to lose durability. And quite often, most of the time, you will lose durability on the item, including armor. And even you'll notice on the veneer armor that we were wearing before this, even though I could learn the recipe, I got to level 60, I was able to kind of like repair it. I had like a little red line here, so I could never repair it fully ever again. So later on in the game, if I can craft it, I just want to like repair it in a bench. Doo-doo, doo-doo, bum 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 bum. Doo-doo. Can't about 2 years-ish now, but he's still a little boy. And I still call Squeaky, like, baby kind of names. And then I always imagine that she's saying, excuse me, I'm going to be 10 this year. How very dare you? Because she's 10 this month, friendos. I need to check what date I assigned to her, because when I got her, she was apparently about 8 or 9 weeks old, her and her brother. And I just decided they were 8.5 weeks, because I was like, well, between 8 and 9, let's say. And then I just picked a date, like, in April. But I do have it in my calendar somewhere. So yes, Squeaky, 10 years old, and I still call her a baby. She's still a stroppy little madam. I'll be 100% sure my cat's age, since not only is he a second-hand cat, a co-worker who was moving wanted to make sure he would go to a good home. Oh, that's lovely. They also found him. They found him in the trash. Oh, goodness me. Well, Squeaky was born in a barn. She won't mind me telling you. She was born in a barn. Her mum was a feral, and she and her brother were found with a bunch of other, like, kittens in the litter in a freaking barn. So that's why she's such a scrappy little madam. When he gets a new bone, we go and try to hide it. I let him take it outside once and he buried it. Oh, really? Oh, we got another predatory blade. They are, friendos. We've gotten this before. One-handed, only use left clicks or light attacks, because it won't do any damage with heavy attacks, basically, to speak of. Do-do, do-do-do. Hi, Droopy. Thank you for the follows, people. Welcome, everybody. Bum, 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 bum. Right. I would like to level Lu Fei again at some point. I would quite like to just power through that, honestly, because I feel like we wasted our opportunity there. Because for some reason, my brain went to opposite land, and we did a thing that gave me the opposite result than what I wanted. I'm being vague in case you haven't done that, because I know some people haven't done the Lu Fei quests and don't want spoilers. So I was like all prepared, and then lo and behold, one of the like options I had, I just went for the wrong one, which is so annoying. So one of his perks is actually the type of perk that I hate more than anything else in the world. So there you go. Trying to be vague, so hopefully that's not too annoying. Right, so we're going to fight the Red Mother. Shall we do it solo again? Because one, I enjoy it, and two, it's quite useful for me to test weapons and like my build and things like that. And obviously we've upgraded our armor quite substantially this time around. I think it's going to be a different experience when I have like my max agility build. Here we go. Ooh. I love the music here. It's very kind of like, I don't know, Spielberg movie or something. What does that weigh? 0.21. I've got it by, there you go. We're going to keep these crystalline guardian things because I might make some I might make some golems in this playthrough. Excuse me. I wish he had another row. I'm so greedy, aren't I? Okay, let's use the shank daggers, which are only transmogged with the black ice daggers, because when we went up north to get some black ice, we unfriended a frost giant, and they drop full durability like black ice daggers and other weapons, and so it just means they look cool. You can transmog those in your Thaumaturgy bench if you don't have mods, or if you're playing on officials or console friendos. Hi, lady. Are you going to be kind to me? I don't know how awake I am. This is a good test. Okay. So this is interesting because obviously we've had stamina changes. And I guess to do what I usually do when I fight her, maybe I want more stamina, I don't know. But the increased stamina regeneration speed doesn't help. Okay, I press the button. Sometimes, I don't know if it's because of the end of my animation, or I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get my eye in there. Okay, for whip. Right. Dun, 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 dun. Fortunately, I do have a lot more armor now, so it matters a lot less if I get hit. I don't have glutton for punishment, which I enjoy, but I do have passive regen. which I'll be relying on. So I don't have to waste time. Ba-da-dum. Doesn't matter where you're standing as long as you're rolling at the right time. Trying to let my stamina regenerate, but I gotta do it before it, without it going all the way, otherwise I won't keep that 20 stack on her. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just looking at her to see what she's going to do. As soon as I start to see the animation, I'm like reacting. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Yep, I was a bit early on that, I think. I'll always tell you when I'm wrong, by the way. But if I say I press the Alt key, I'm like genuinely, you just have to believe me. Too early. Okay, now we're like low on stamina. Let's have a little cheaty like drink. Okay. Listen, madam. Okay, we always go into the breath and heal up while she's oh. Whoa. Interesting. Interesting, friendos. I don't know where my bedroll is. Let's find out where it is. Is it somewhere really scary? Azagarth. Okay. Interesting. So, I don't know why she got me then. I kind of want to watch that back later. I lost a head. Yeah. Let's go bed. So we'll respawn at home next to the... What's it called? Next to the tavern. So I was just about to, as I was just kind of saying, when you go under her chest, she shouldn't be able to get you with her breath, but she did. So I don't know if there was maybe a bit of a delay or something like that. I don't know. Let's take some heals, and we'll just take some food that gives us both food and water, and then we'll just run back and get our stuff. We could take a horse if we wanted to. Some kind of snackage that feeds. I guess we'll do that for now. We could take gruel as well if we wanted to. Right. Should we run or take a horse? Let's take a horse, shall we? Why not? We could take a follower as well and then make them unfollow. Let's take a horse. We haven't really used a horse. One dude. Ah, we can teleport as well, can't we? I totally forgot about the map room. This is what happens when I just don't usually use map rooms until like really, really late on. So I'm like, oh, wait, we've got a map room. We can actually TP there. So probably I might be best to leave you, buddy. Should I take you with me? Let's take you with me because then we can run. Ah, let's not take us. We can just run away. Come on now. It'll be more fun and thrilling. Hitbox is a bit wonky. It is a bit wonky. Quite often I'm trying to hit her and not making contact because my character's like daggers are just way too up in her chest situation. There you go. So let's just kind of like do the run. You just got to worry about archers, really. Fortunately, we've got a dancer there. Yep. So she won't have aggroed to our dancer or anything like that, or our camel. Breath, Draconison Warmaker has caught me a couple of times since the patch. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I was already kind of not full health. But it's just the fact that I was, to me, I was under her chest. So I was like, oh, we should be fine here. But we continue to take damage. So I don't know, friendos. I might try and lose these people. Just by using the terrain. So I don't want to drag them to our friendos. Just inconvenient. Dun-dun, dun-dun, Dun, 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 dun. Doo, doo. Hi there, lady. You caught me by surprise, madam. Doesn't usually happen. Let's refresh our followers. So they don't go home. Doo doo. Okay, I'm gonna have to be quick here. She's gonna like one-shot me. This is bad. Okay. Alright. I'm equipped. Hi, madam. We go again. I don't have my buffs. I have a bit more armor. Let's get our stamina up. So I think probably that death wouldn't have happened if we didn't have that new stamina change. I mean, obviously I, you know, play error and stuff like that as well. Oh, a bit early on the third one there. But yeah, before this, like, most recent patch, we wouldn't have had that penalty. So it is less satisfying, I gotta say. I felt much more dynamic before the change to stamina. It's, for me, the penalty is fine, because we used to have a penalty. I'm used to it. But it's the pause before regenerating your stamina that I find just feels kind of slow. And I realised they did that for kind of like PvP purposes. But I'd rather it was a bit shorter pause. You know, can I get my stamina back, lady? I'm also not wearing my veneer stuff. So maybe I just need to like make sure I roll. Definitely Glutton for Punishment would help us here as well. Yeah. Maybe we go back to like max grit or something, I don't know. I don't know, people. Or just for this fight, we do like a stamina potion, like Yellow Lotus or something. Just to give us a bit more. I don't know, peeps. We got our 20 stack again. Just doing some work for us, isn't it? Do, 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 do. Just try and keep that up. Okay, gotta get our stack back again. There is always the stamina regeneration 25% faster thing that we did have and got rid of. But we do regenerate quickly. It's just the pause I don't like. You know? Nearly there. Even a little bit of extra stamina would come in handy. So we got like 3 rolls in us. Obviously there's armor we could use. Potions. Let's get our stamps back up again. Oh, I was a bit early then, wasn't I? Tension is the real boss of the game, isn't it? That's kind of where we died last time, isn't it? We'll get my stamina up. Can I actually hit you, madam? Come on, get her. There we go. There we go. We got the Blade of 7 Winds, which is 100% armor negation, 33 damage, bleeds on heavy attack, and it's an agility weapon. There we go. We can take some obsidian and stuff. Let me get my friendos and then we'll harvest her. Sorry I'm late. I was at my porridge excuses seminar. That is one hell of a hell of an autocorrect. Goodness me. Thank you for being here. Having you dance is the only way to deal with corruption. There's lots of other ways, Droopy. One of the mini bosses we're just about to pick up, Unfriend, we're going to get a Heart of a Hero from them, and when you eat that, it'll cleanse all your corruption in one go. You can craft cleansing brews in your stove. What else is there, friendos? Like other things like that. There are also some pieces of armor that periodically will cleanse your corruption. It's me.
Fighter Naya gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you, lovely. Thank you, Fighter, for gifting us a sub. That's very nice of you. Thank you. So yeah, there's a bunch of different options basically. Because we have a Leonil, you know, we've got to take away the shame, friendos. Because we have a Leonil so early on in our playthrough, then I was like, let's enjoy her, shall we? You know. She's actually armoured way better than she looks like she is. She's got a Void Forge, Dragon Ribs, Horned Helmet. This is from the Red Mother. And then this is like looted heavy armour. We're going to switch out her armour once we get a couple of dungeons done. Let me do like a quick sort by weight. So Doombringer has a stack of iron on him so that when we see friendos that we want, we can... let me just rebuff myself and her, actually. Let's get out of here.
Mulga73 just subscribed with Prime.
Mulga, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Narnia, what is that about? Hello, Peaceful. Right, let's get out of the corruption. I mean, it doesn't matter because we have got our friend here. So let me get myself set back up. So I'm going to go with Black Lotus for my... Ooh, sorry, friendo. Black Lotus for me. So Black Lotus to buff my strength. And then I'm going to go with a grog situation. Desert grog for agility. So now, where is it? I've got both of those. Yeah, so you can have 1 potion and 1 food for yourself. Whereas your follower can have a triple buff. Whoops. She can have a potion. So we're going to give her strength from the Black Lotus. She can have a food, like a regular food buff. She'll have from the salted pork. And then she'll have the 25% from, there you go. So 25% from the cooked pork, 15% from the salted pork, and then 15% from the potion. So she's like uber buffed, and she's got some heals on her in case she gets some damage. We should probably save the concentrated for the volcano actually, but hey ho. Okay. So I want like a cheap heal on my hotbar and a good heal, ideally. Dun, 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 dun. I put the advanced blunted weapon fittings on the Seth's truncheons that we picked up last time we met. Alright, shall we, friendos? Everybody with me? So we unfriended the Red Mother. Yes. Onwards. So we're here to get fragments of power and to get a heart of a hero so we can make the bindings of the dead. We got the recipe from the Library of Esoteric Artifacts. There is a blood crystal fellow over here, isn't there? Hi there. Which I always forget about. Is it on this side, peeps? I think it is, isn't it? Dun, 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 dun. We could do some sorcery to find him. Is it on the other side? Do 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 do. Oh, is he on the other side, friendo? It's like over there. There he is. Ah, yeah. How's it going? Who are you hitting? He's tired. He's like hitting enemies that don't exist. Let's get some blood crystal, because we're going to use that to craft golems at some point. But I have actually been collecting like crystalline chest pieces. Don't care about that. I guess we'll just keep the blood crystal on us. Don't care about hide. Beautiful. Bum, bum, bum. So if we wanted to, we could leave now because we've got enough fragments as long as we got ourselves a heart from this dude over here. But we may as well just finish the tour around the Unnamed City. See what we can get. Hello, farmer. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Blood crystal, good. The blood crystal used to make the blood crystal weapons, including the drops from today. And then you also need it for making golem parts. Do 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. Of a cheap heal. I definitely am missing my glutton for punishment, I gotta say. Like fights with the Red Mother and things like that. Maxed out vitality, glutton for punishment. I really like it. So we need to kind of turn in a bunch of our skeleton keys that we've got. Well, we needed some goldstone, didn't we, peeps? Do you remember? One of our journeys. Was it the potion master? Doo-doo. Potion, 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 potion. Yeah. May as well just tick that off where we've got it. Okay. And then we switch back to a cartographer. There we are. Well done, my brain, for remembering. Hi. Don't you hit my Leonil. It's kind of cool that they have katanas these days, like various weapons, I suppose. Instead of just like daggers and pokey sticks. And what did they have? Stygian Kapesh. Dun, dun, dun. Right, I must make sure I take the heart of a hero. And I must make sure I don't eat it, because I need that. I mean, we could pick another one up. I don't need to use it here because I got a dancer anyway, which is kind of smart of me if I'd thought of it as a reason to bring her. I was just like, let's take Leonil because why not? Yes. Well, I did it. Put Ark back in its box and took Conan back out of the box. So did you? I will always come back to this game. I just really enjoy the world. I think it's lovely. Animations of the katana are good. They are really good. Yeah. Very cool. It's not my favourite kind of weapon. I did go through a phase where I enjoyed it, but I don't know what it is. I really like the hammer. I really like the axe. I really like daggers. I've been really enjoying like these guys because they just push back so many enemies. You get such a lot of surprise AoE from these. And then what else do I like? I like my two-handed greatsword when it's agility. My Baltius Razor. Yep. And then I'm like super happy. I do really enjoy the kind of like the dance of the like the war axe kind of thing. I don't know if that sounds a bit wanky, but I really like it. It's very kind of like fluid, fun way to unfriend. So these guys corrupt you, but because I have my dear friend here, I don't care about being corrupted. She's clearing it as we go along, which is quite nice for the Unnamed City. If you respec for War Party, if you haven't ever tried this, it is quite nice to do, especially if you want to level thralls together or maximise the speed at which you level thralls. You can max out your authority points and spec for War Party, and then you can have two friendos following you at the same time. So you can have a dancer and a really good fighter. Alternatively, you could max out authority and go for well trained, and then whichever one you've brought with you will have increased attributes. So really like a lot more damage and health, things like that, which comes in handy. I just like to do the damage myself, so I'm kind of greedy. Oh, he changed his mind. He was going for Doomy then. Should we do a bit of... So I'm assuming I can't apply Spectre Coating as well as the acid debuff on these weapons. I generally just do left clicks with these, just because the speed, as long as you have enough stamina, you can really go for quite a while. Oh, we got another set of these War Mammoth boots. We already had these before. They increase, they give you carry capacity, and they give you an extra bar of cold protection, which is quite handy. Yep. I don't know if I'm going to take them because I already have them. This is really worth taking, Perfected Heavy padding. If you're going to craft medium armor at any point that's epic, definitely take this padding here. It's really handy. And hardened leather is definitely a good one to take because it's expensive. It requires alchemical base and oil, leather and thick leather, so a bunch of different things. So I don't need the leather. Kind of always just keep resorting with heaviest first. I would like it if there was a toggle in the camel's inventory for, like, you know, different sorting options. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if there's a mod for that, actually. That'd be kind of something I'd be interested in. Just a little quality of life tweak that doesn't change the gameplay, you know, doesn't affect the stats or anything, just makes it more comfortable to play, you know. I was off this game so long my PvE base went puff. Yeah. Yep. I've lost so many big builds because of forgetting to, like, log in or whatever. I join your server, haven't really decided yet. You're absolutely more than welcome to do so. Yep. Sipta and Exile Lands we have available. Yep, as played Conan on a server, so be a different experience. They're very nice people as well. The one thing that's annoying about official servers, because I think official servers are great, generally speaking. The only thing annoying is that somebody will just rock up and build next to you because they didn't see you that day. And they're like, oh, I bet that person is going to leave. I bet they're not really planning to, like, this isn't their, like, main base. Let me just build next to them because I bet they'll stop playing. And, you know, and then I'm just looking for the fragment over there. But they'll stop playing, and then I can have this place that I would like to build on, this like area, because I've decided this is where I want to build. Because a bunch of people will log into servers and will run to the place they want to build, and if there's anybody there, then they'll just go onto a different server, that kind of thing. Or they'll just, like I said, just build next to you. That, for me, is my biggest pet hate on like an official server. Other than that, I feel like the experience is good, pretty much. People are like happy, friendly to like talk to you. I've made a bunch of friends that kind of way over the years. And our server, we kind of really do enforce the don't build next to people rule. So if anybody does build next to you, let me know and we'll deal with it, you know, peacefully and happily and whatever. There you go. My little rant. But it really bugs me. Like, over the years, it's really the thing that's made me want to leave a server, you know. Finding yourself boxed in, yeah. And they have tightened the rules up a lot more on officials kind of in the last couple of years, so that people don't do that, because it just feels so horrible when it happens to you. Yeah. Thank you for the follows, people. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Martin. Found you because of this game. I swear I would have stopped way before. Stopped playing the game before. Yeah. I like to hear that. I always like when people say to me, oh, I started playing this game because of you, or, you know, I'm still playing this game because of you. I mean, that makes me happy, I guess, because I'm very passionate about this game, as you know. So there's a boss up here I didn't mention today yet, but you climb up here and there's a kind of a secret boss here, which a lot of people don't know about. I didn't for a long time. And he just shares the same loot table as all the other skeleton bosses, so he's worth unfriending. I think we've already got like 2 swords of Crom, haven't we, people? I feel like. We got 2? We definitely got 1 sword of Crom. Durability's pants. It's really bad. So you probably only want to put it on a thrall. But then it's not exciting like it used to be, is it? It's really like something I would put on the wall for like, how do I say? You know, kind of nostalgia, I guess. Doo-doo-doo. Could use our acid situation on him as well. So, what's nice about these is they apply acid on your left click. Most weapons you have to do right click to apply the debuff. But I guess the right click is... It's not Sunder, is it? She's sundering. So, you're not wallop me in the face. Kind of partial to it. It helps me see and breathe and stuff. He's a bit of a wild stallion, this guy. He just, like, goes everywhere. A bucking bronco or whatever. Nice. So, what do we get? Okay, we got another Drunkard's Blade. I think we've already got this one. One-handed, not super exciting. One-handed strength sword. Take this. We'll take this. Take... I'm going to leave it. I don't care about it. Sacrilege, I know. Bum, bum, bum. Keeping these golem parts today, but if I picked up like 20 and I couldn't carry them all, I'd just drop all of them probably. Alright, nearly done here. We'll unfriend a mini-boss on the way out as well, so that we can make sure we've got like a good time on our Heart of a Hero for crafting. New stamina overlay. Hostile UI mod is the HUD. And it spawns in as an avatar and cleans up. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you mean on a server? Yeah. I don't. I just kind of message people and say, hey, mate, could you like move, please? Do you mind? You know. I mean, a lot of the time, it's kind of certainly on our server, I give people a lot of like benefit of the doubt. I assume it's kind of innocently done because somebody's on a hill or something like that, and didn't realise someone was next to them. You know. So. You know, it is my biggest pet peeve, people. Mate said you didn't know about him. He's a recent addition. The dude up there, he's been up there for years. Is that what you mean? He's been up there since, like... I mean... How do I say this? Definitely since before I started streaming this game. He's not recent. I don't know how... I don't know if he was there, like, when it was out in, like, the beta of the game or whatever. I don't know, but he definitely, he's not recent. Some bit of water. Do you have any, like, regular food? I've got some pork on this, friendo. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Am I fed? I'm fed. I'm watered. You go fight the snake. Beware if she offers you a free trip to the beach. Wise words, friendo. Very wise words. That's what I did when I thought I found a place to turn the corner and two people already built that. Yeah, it happens. It happens, definitely. Joined your server, but my ping is 200 joining from South Africa, so I found a South African server to play on. That makes absolute sense, yeah. Yep. Yeah, we do have some people with, like, crazy ping on our server, and I appreciate you playing on it. I know it's, like, it's not ideal, but... Yep, as... Run around the server, see what spots are open, design something in solo to group with. Yeah. And feel free to just, like, I mean, they're a nice bunch as well. If you just say to people, I've put a little sandstone box somewhere, I'm going to build, like, a big base here or whatever. I'm, like, designing something, you know, like, communicate with each other and stuff. Yeah, we didn't have a working decay timer for quite a while, and fortunately Nitrado fixed it for us. So now, oh god, it's such a godsend, honestly. I used to have to go around manually, like, deleting stuff. It was a nightmare. It's really awful. Yeah. I don't think I ever usually get this. Hi, mate. Get him there, Neil. Right, we're just going to unfriend the snake. This snake is just a world boss. I kind of want... I don't want to fight in here. Because I don't want him... Well, falling into textures. So I'd rather we fought out here. Sometimes it's like... It turns into like a balloon. I mean, it hasn't happened to me for a long time, but sometimes it kind of goes into like a balloon situation. Shrivels and disappears into the wall. There we go. So she's got that that's 10 stack of poison. She does have potions on her. Nope, she's run out of potions. So, okay, so the debuff has ended, but, yep, this is the beauty of, Better Thralls mod, which I really think it's so good it needs to be in the game. We'll take obsidian, we'll take ebony silk. Main thing we want from this one is a skeleton key. So let me get my torch out. If you're going to put a bunch of map rooms around the world, then you're probably going to want to keep all the demon blood that you pick up so you can craft corrupted stones. But I'm not really, but maybe. I'm probably going to do, like, teleportary stones. We already have loads of demon blood anyway. So there you go. It's my choice. Let's go check for the fragment of power. Yeah. See if it's where it's supposed to be, but I'll get the boxes first. Used to be a legendary chest at the back of here. It's no longer there because they moved them all into dungeons. Although, arguably, this is a dungeon, isn't it? I mean, it's quite tough to run to the back past the snakes and whatever, all the poison. So I feel like if it's in caves, maybe it should be here too. Yes, sometimes there's a fragment of power in this exact location at the back. Sometimes it's there. Hello, hello. Hello, Anga. I'm all right, lovely. How are you doing? Pretty keen on Light No Fire. Are you talking about, is that a joke? You're talking about the game? Because I'm very excited about that game. I am more excited about Light No Fire than I am about any game that's coming out in the future. Very excited. But I also am aware that you might be making a joke about the fact that I'm not using a torch. No idea. I just assume the worst. Maybe find a friend to do boss fights with me, as I've almost 700 hours and never done a dungeon, haven't you? Yeah, I'm sure people would love to do that, honestly. There's a lot of people on the server. This is the nice thing as well. You get this kind of like... How can I put this? It doesn't sound like wanky or anything, but the nice thing about playing on servers is people who've really experienced can kind of help other people, and you get a kind of vicarious enjoyment from it, you know? I used to do that. I used to kind of like help, like, teach new people about the game, and I just really loved it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure somebody would love to do dungeons with you, if not multiple people. No, they don't use potions by default, no. Thought they added it in from the mod. No. I mean, has anybody... Unless I'm missing something. No. Better Thralls. No, it definitely isn't, because I had to switch on the option in Better Thralls here. So tab, better thralls, healing, and then you have to turn on use potions, and then I have my lower threshold set to 90, upper threshold set to 100, and then the cooldown set to 5 seconds, and then she'll drink a potion. Yep, the game put you on the defensive. That's it, I have to assume. Yeah, no, I am very excited about Light No Fire. What I'm excited about is that it feels like it's going to be a game that you could just kind of like, because it's going to be such a huge world, the size of Earth, quote unquote. It just feels like a world that you're just going to be able to like completely dive into and just really like move into, you know. And I have been looking for, I mean, I want to continue to play Conan, but I have been looking for a game that has the same feeling for me as this game for a long time. Just going to get the Bat Friendo out of here. The corruption. I don't need to because I have a dancer, but I'm just going through the motions. There you go. Just in case you don't have a dancer with you or whatever. I mean, you could fight him there and then you can eat the heart of the hero you picked up. So let's use our acid situations. Hi there, buddy. I like this guy. He's been fixed, I'm going to say, this patch. Because now he will drop a legendary piece every single time you unfriend him. Before, he was the only one remaining in the whole of the Unnamed City who was not dropping legendary every single time. Bum, ba-dum, bum. So we've already got a Riptide Spear from him, which is great. Which is my most important item. Okay, Verminhide Boots, which are agility buffing. Oh, where have they gone? There you go. Agility buffing, bit of health, good durability. I don't care about this stuff. I'll take the hardened leather, maybe the obsidian. You could harvest him for demon blood and bat skin, whatever. I know I'm still teaching people about the... I mean, this is what I was like before I was a Twitch streamer and YouTuber, basically. Just verbal diarrhea about Conan, basically. Yep. Just doing it online now instead. Speaking of updates, have you played V-Rising? There's a new update expansion dropping. I never really took to V-Rising, to be honest. I tried it when it first came out. I have the footage of that on my YouTube channel. I might mark that for like members as well because it's currently private for reasons. So yeah, I just didn't really enjoy it. I have a bit of an issue with kind of top-down games because I struggle with attention. I know, big shock. And if it's top-down, I don't feel fully immersed in the world, generally speaking. And yeah, I don't feel it doesn't feel like proper escapism, like gaming is such a wonderful escapism for me. So I just never really took to it. I'd like to like it. I always want to kind of fall in love with a new game. And the other thing that annoyed me was when the game first came out, there was that problem with the cursor flying off the screen because it wasn't locked. I know they've fixed that since then. Should we go axe? So there you go. So I have tried it. I did like maybe 2 streams on it like 2 years ago or something. And haven't played since. Do do. Do 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 do. Oh, thank you, Freya. I appreciate that. Check to the post. Technically, it's isometric, not top down. I mean, to me, it's top down though. It's top down enough, you know. Potato, you know. Yeah. It just doesn't give me that sort of feeling of immersion that I get from. I want to, you know, but I also do want it to be third person as well. Generally speaking, I want the option to toggle between third and first person, pretty much always. I like the toggle between. Camera mod so you can go into an over shoulder view. Now that is interesting to me. I feel like somebody might have mentioned that to me before. I might be interested if there's a camera mod so you can go to over the shoulder. Yeah. Yeah. 3/4. It's 3/4 top down. Right. I see. Okay, we got another black tusk shield. Alrighty. Do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, look at that. 2-star metal pickaxes. Jesus, Louises. Yeah. I'm not going to take those. I've already crafted my own, but that's so good, isn't it? Crikey, Charlie. You can put all that stuff in a dismantling bench as well. It's kind of good. I'm going to drop... I've already got vermin high boots. So I'm going to drop them. I'm not going to drop the maelstrom, although I probably should. I'm going to try and just put it in the dismantling bench.
Don't swear.
Yepers. Thank you very much. The mouth on you. Do you know, sometimes when you like change the wrong word, that's what I just did, yeah. Do you know what I was thinking about this the other day though? And obviously, I'm unfamiliar with swear words. Everybody here knows that, right? You know that. It's obviously the main thing, meme. But I do really enjoy like just using the wrong word for things intentionally. I find that really fun. It's like something that people in my family do all the time anyway. So I kind of like coming up with like inventive words to use instead of swear words. You know, silly like changing words and stuff. So it has like, I feel like it's turned out to be a bit of a positive. I don't like censorship. I like to be able to kind of say whatever the hell I want. I don't like having to say unfriend and what all the other things if I don't want to, you know. But yeah, I'm kind of leaning into it. What changes the game so much considering it just moves the camera, does it? You're right, you got my interest. I might have to check it out. Gaslight. Excuse me. It's an outrage. How dare you say that? How do you dive? Yes. Honestly, I feel like we need like an FAQs thing. Crouch. Forwards, jump, and crouch. That's it. Crouch at the apex of your jump. How many... let's save like 5 fragments and use the rest of them in the library. That's it. All the unaliving euphemisms are just an insult to everybody's intelligence, to be honest. Yeah, but they're not intended. They're not... Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing. For me, I would say all the words, but YouTube demonetizes videos, so... Sadly, the devs never textured underneath the floors. If you look up, there'll be no floor. Oh, I see. With the B rising. Mm-hmm. Got you. Okay, let's click on the wall and see if we can get... I'm just going to spend 5 fragments. Hello? Is it something I said? Chat? He's supposed to be here. I did turn off voice. Isn't that weird? So funnily enough, like last playthrough, I think, so probably a few months ago, somebody said to me that the archivist wasn't there. Fudge Knuckles is another good... That's a great one. Dev's never textured, yeah. Did he go out? First smoke break, that's it. I got ghosted by a ghost. It's an outrage. Well, fortunately, we didn't need to speak to him. I just wanted to click on the wall 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we got a tablet of power. I've talked about this place like a bunch before. But for every boss in the Unnamed City, you will that you unfriend, with a couple of exceptions. I've gone through those before. Red Dragon, Red Mother, Red Dragon that isn't the Red Mother, so Roaming Red Dragon, Green Dragon, and the Snake, who's a world boss. Apart from that, pretty much all the bosses in the Unnamed City will drop a fragment of power, a legendary weapon or armor piece, a Grandmaster, either armor or weapon repair kit. And the fragment of power, you can either eat one once you get to level 60 and it will give you some feat points here. And if you craft a tablet of power, if I click on these, you craft a tablet of power, you'll get like 60 feat points and it costs 5. I'm not going to do that right now because I want these to make my, what are they called? Bindings of the Dead, which is what we came here for. Okay, I'm not going to click anymore. So that's cool. So if you want to learn all the recipes in the game, once you get the tablet of power, you can just eat a bunch of those, consume a bunch or whatever you want to say, and use a bunch, and then you just get as many feat points as you need to craft all the recipes or learn all the recipes. Yeah. Found him on the dunes above the spot a few times when he's not there. Really? I think that's the first time it's ever happened to me. I mean, certainly within my memory, like, distance, you know. Conan customers always arrive when you are not... Well, you're on the loo, taking a bath, or taking a break. Is that a quote from something, Cal? It's probably walking upstairs in the sand. He's feeling the sand between his toes. His ghosty toes. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Okay, we'll unfriend this other mini-boss on the way out, so we got one with a fresh timer. And I'm going to put one in the fridge because people are saying that the decay is freezing when you put the Heart of a Hero in the fridge. It's good to have one available. You gonna have a fight with us? Come on then. Sweet. So there's a bunch of these mini bosses in the Unnamed City dotted around. I don't usually unfriend this one, but he's just the same. And we'll drop items of armor as well. I have a video about that. There we go. We've got a piece of gloves. This is really, really good armor, like early game. If you can unfriend these guys. Or check out my gear guide video, which is a bit more comprehensive than that. Okay, that gets the gold and silver. Okay, let's go back, make some bindings of the dead. And then we're going to head to Mounds and the volcano. Dun, 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 dun. Is there any way to get extra attribute points apart from normal leveling up? There is in single player or on a server that you own, because I'll show you, like, you can use the admin panel basically to do that. If you want to. Otherwise you need a mod. Yep. So he's up to Arrakis, that's it. Dun, 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 dun. Yummy chilled heart. Mmm, so tasty. Nice and refreshing. Lots of extra iron. Naf's never been a mod here. Never made him mod. That's the smartest decision. There you go. VIP, not a mod. That's it. And under a watchful eye as well, always. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Right, let's get back. Make the bindings. Come on, Doombringer, my trusty steed. We ride. Go, lady. Okay. To the savannah. My puns are too powerful for mod status. God, yeah. Don't start me on the puns, people. Looking forward to June, watch the films, even the games prequel. Yeah, I watched the second June on the way back from my travels in like July. It was July when I went away. And it got me through the flight, which was a horrible flight. So yeah, I do like a chunky movie for like long journeys, honestly. I don't remember when I watched the first one. Did we watch as a community chat? Did we watch it together? I think we did. Not the original, but like the first of the new kind of ones, I guess. I'm horrifically drunk, and they all went home, so now I'm your problem. Oh dear. I feel like that's just our role, really, generally, isn't it, by now? Babysitting you. Should consider rereading the novel sometime. Yeah, there's so much lore, isn't there? Yeah, because I wasn't impressed with the new movies. The miniseries was much better in terms of story, wasn't it? Yes. I haven't seen the miniseries, I don't think. Right, we're not going to drag all these people home this time. We're going to fight them so that we don't, like, lose staff members. Da-da-dun. Come on, Neil. What I should do is store her appearance with improved quality of life mod. And then when I get a really good fighter, like a Volcano dude or something, I can just make him look like Leonil. I actually stored... Oh, whose appearance did I store? I've never done it before. An improved quality of life, but one of the dancers that's in our base, Syra, she just looks a lot like a dancer I had when I was on this server for like a year. And you know, you get nostalgic about these things. It's kind of, I don't know, kind of feels silly, but... and then I just basically stored her appearance. So if I want to in future, because I'm always starting new worlds and stuff, I can just make a dancer look like her again. Like some kind of witch or something. Have all 6 movies in the miniseries and it goes through book 3, doesn't it? Oh, it's just a bit intimidating, isn't it, really? I must have seen... I definitely saw the original at some point in the past. I just don't remember it. You know? Yep. 70s movie with... Yeah, I kind of want to watch the original, I guess. Let's unfriend these guys and then we'll see what's in the cage. What's in the box? Do. Good job. Uh-oh.
NJ Yosh
Oh,
just
no.
shared 100 bits. Amal and Juan were identical twins, but their mother one carried a picture of one of them. If you see Juan, you see Amal.
Oh my god. Yosh to the corner, please. Yosh to the corner. That's a terrible joke. You should be ashamed of yourself. Don't eat any cookies. If you just don't drop any crumbs. Thank you. Terrible jokes, people. Terrible jokes. Thanks for the bits. Finch did not do a good job. 2000 miniseries was amazing. What do we got? A Yogg Archpriest. Hello, mate. I don't really have a use for you because you're not like a named dude. So I'm going to send you off into the desert with some water and the hope and a dream. There you go. Off you go. Be free, my friend. Be free. Doo-doo. It was a good joke. But don't tell him I said that, okay? Right. Doo-doo. Bum, 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 bum. No, we don't encourage puns here. Doo-doo. Right. So we do want to drink a bit of water, don't we? Do you know one thing I never noticed? Because I always used to just place this stove. Okay.
Okarel just shared
Oh dear.
100 bits. I spent last
Oh
night
no.
wondering where the sun went.
Oh no.
Then it dawned on me.
The floodgates open.
Okarel to the corner, please. Okarel to the corner. That was also a terrible joke. Shameful.
Sort of outrage. Outrage, thank you for the bits. Could have used that guy. Not a Yogg priest. Not a named one though. The archpriest is like strangely named arch. You'd think it was like the top level, but actually he's like tier 3, isn't he? You want like a named guy. They can do all the things basically. Are there cookies? There's no cookies in the corner. The cookies are a myth, okay? Don't you listen to those people. There's a myth. Yeah, I always thought this was just a cooking thing. I didn't how do I say, like a campfire situation. I didn't realise or something, or forgot that it was a stove, even though it says stove. So I put this thing out here, mercenary campfire. So if I want to cook just like some pork or whatever. Everyone seems to have left the pub. I don't know what's going on here. It's mustard tier 2. I guess there's been like a changing of the guard. Shemite dancer tier 3. Not really my vibe, sir. Sorry about that. Dun, 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 dun. If I see any cooks, I want cooks. Because I enjoy having cooks at all the cooking stations. Makes the place feel kind of cozy. I knew you were a Hyborian before I even spoke to you, sir, because of that blonde hair. The cat is like in this permanent state of like walking. I did have a very great situation at one point on a server where I had the cat sitting on the bar and it just sat there and it was great. But for some reason, what if I move you to make a bit of space? Indeed. Thank you for that. Did you hear about the... Oh, God. I just have to take a deep breath. Are you not going to stay there, buddy? Doo-doo. Where do you want to sit, bud? Do you want to sit above it? No. What if I remove the food? Which I just placed there. I want to put the cat on the freaking bench. I will have order. No, he doesn't want to. Maybe I need to move the cheese. Always, yeah, let's put the food on the floor. Very hygienic. This is a minor detour in our... Why won't you go there, bud? It is walkable. No, it has to be like right on the edge. He would go here as well, but he'll just do that walking thing. Oh, there you go, we did it. Ah, look at you. Look like an Egyptian strange version of my own cat. We did it, people. You hear about the new corduroy pillowcases? They're making headlines.
Never north to the corner, please. Never north to the corner, thank you.
It's an outrage. I heard cookies. No, there's no cookies. The cookies are made up. Cookies are propaganda from the corner people. Okay. Choco biscuits. Oh, dear me. I mean, biscuits like... Yes. Yes. You see the Apple store getting robbed. Does that make you an eyewitness? I'm just going to pretend I didn't see that. We're just gonna pretend. Right, let's move this back. Some grapes. And then the fromage. Beautiful. Oh, he's walking again. He was sitting for a bit. Okay. I hope you... Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Let's put you behind the counter. There we are. So people should turn up. Alright, minor detour. Let's make our bindings. I did place a torturer's work table. Why they've got their hands on the hips? Oh, I did improve quality of life for these ladies somewhat because they were suboptimal in certain ways. So they're more optimal now. Take from that what you will. Get some water. Water. Alright. So now, that's Fashionist. This is a torturer's table. So we want to make that. Okay, I did craft some layer silk in my tanner's table. I need my 3 fragments of power. And then I need my heart of a hero. We can use the one with 30 seconds on it, actually. Beautiful. Sweet. I'm going to take the fragments back. Now we've got a heart with like a lot longer. Does it increase the durability? Is that longer, people? I assume so. I think 21,600 is like more than usual. Science it here. She's spawning something in again. Oh, the woeful... I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So without a thrall, it's 15,000 durability. With a what do we have? A tempersmith version. How do I say it? An overseer. We've got a huge amount of durability. Overseer is like a sub-profession for taskmasters. So there you go. 21,600. We'll drop that on the floor. I'm dropping it on the floor, people. It's gone now. I haven't gained from that crime of spawning something in. You're going to be okay. Excellent. Right, we made the Minds of the Dead, which is what I wanted to do. We're going to go to Mounds next. Let me just dump some stuff. We're going to go do some unfriending. And then we're going to go to the volcano for Freya. Which means I've got to take some ice with me. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to dump these things over here. Dun, dun, dun. Why would I get thralls now? No, Spelunky. I mean, it's one way to get thralls. It's a great way to get crafters. Very fun way to get crafters. It's nice because they just kind of turn up and whatnot. This is like a dump box, so just pretend it's not there. You've got to just imagine that you didn't see anything and that I'm very tidy. And then we can all live in blissful ignorance. Yeah, I really like the tavern for getting friendos. It's really cool. Mainly for crafters, I guess. I think the cages I like a bit better for getting fighters. Where are we going to put these limbs? Where's Doomy? Yeah, buddy. Let me just clear this inventory for you. Let's give the iron bars, snackages, truncheons. What else, Fendo? I don't really need the sickle. Oh, I want the sickle for the volcano. Don't need the bindings. Oh, we're just going to dump stuff in boxes again. Oh,
Okaril just cheered 100
She's
bits.
cheating, yeah, that's
I
it.
ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know.
Oh God. Oh, Carol, thank you for that bits. Yeah, I'm not. You're already in the corner, so I'm not sending you again to the corner. Just go further into the corner, please, and just prolong your stay for maybe another week. Thanks very much. Extra month on your extra week on your sentence. Let's not go too far. Nice. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Dump some stuff in these incredibly tidy boxes. Beautiful. Okay. The compass we crafted, which is new to this patch. We don't need it with Hozav's UI mod, and it's not compatible with Hozav's UI mod. So you can just do either or. If you don't have any mods, then you'll see a compass on your HUD when you've got that in your inventory. Let's get rid of this. Oh, putting food in a box. Alright. Definitely going to tidy this later. Not going to leave it messy. I'll take the sandstorm breathing mask just because I'm feeling spicy. Usually I totally forget to take it with me. Yes, I would probably use the Nemedian helmet if I was going to use my venom-infused daggers. I'm tempted to use them. Because it'll repair them. Right, let's get a couple more potions and some ice. Potions and ice, potions and ice, potions and ice. And then we'll head to Mounds of the Dead and then the volcano. Cookies in the corner are delicious, just FYI. This is a lie. It's all propaganda, people. Don't buy into these lies. Oh, my frames have gone way down. Make some more concentrated aloe. And a bit of black lotus. Just why not? Treat yourself. Oh god, the cats are meowing. What am I missing? Black lotus powder. I've got a grinder over here. Let's make some more. So I see all these things here on the side because of the Unlock Plus mod, which is like craft from containers. You can just like pull through what you want. Let's make some of that. You can harvest this from the Black Garden in the dungeon, volcano. Sorry, I'm like going through different words in my head. Jungle, but you can also loot it from skeletons these days. So, okay, do a quick stack and give all in here. And I'm so low on aloe because I'm crafting potions. I guess we'll get some more at some point. Okay, let's stock up on these. Alright, milady. Let's give you like 2 stacks of heals. Right, Black Lotus potion as well.
Fight Inaya gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Fight Inaya, drunkenly gifting subs. Thank you, lovely. Thank you for gifting a sub to Tegwind. Thank you very much. Gonna wake up with a sore head tomorrow, friendo. Thank you very much for that. Somebody added more dirt to my vegetable garden. The plot thickened with outrageous jokes. Yeah, ice. Remind me about the ice, people. Don't let me go without the ice. Mind you, we probably will go via the hidden way, so that I can show you where I would usually go into the volcano for the first time to get some ice anyway. So it doesn't matter actually too much. We'll get some on the way there. What am I making? Black Lotus potion. Dun, 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 dun. All right. It almost looks like there isn't any in there, doesn't it, really? Sneaky. Start a train. Any tips for placing crafting stations and not triggering my OCD? Any tips for placing them? I don't know if I have any tips for placing them. I quite often I place the benches off stream so I can kind of mess around. Oh yeah, heart of a hero in a fridge. Good point. Good point. Thank you for that. So instead of, yeah, so it has frozen the time. Nice. I don't know if we're actually going to need it, honestly, but you know, we would have needed it for Lou. Uh-oh.
Fighting
Oh dear.
I gifted 2 subscriptions to the community.
Fighting. Thank you for gifting a sub to Wildin and Astaroth. Thank you very much. Enjoy ad-free viewing, friendos. Right, she's kitted out. I'm kitted out. We were going to take some ice, but I think we're going to leave it behind because we're going to harvest some. We got a friendo here. We'll just load up on potions. Let's rebuff ourselves. And normally I would prefer to take leaves rather than the actual aloe potions already crafted. So I can just craft those on the go. Alrighty. Am I missing anything? I'm still buffed for an hour. She's still buffed for an hour. Hello, Luffy. Lord Corrupted Farts, as you're really known amongst your peers. Okay, so we go to Mounds, which I think we've attuned the obelisk for. We just haven't visited there yet. And then we're going to go to the volcano. Okay. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. We've got pork on our friendo. Let me just double check I've got snackage. Otherwise I'm going to feel annoyed with myself. Come on, buddy. Yep. Bindings, yes. Just going to drop the steel ones. And then we're going to go to Mounds. Which is this green friendo on the map. Let's go. Have you tried the mind goblin, boss? What is that? Spent hours placing stations, really? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to help you. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess the main thing is try not to care so much. Yeah, I know. I think you maybe you do actually have like proper clinical OCD. Who knows? But yeah, I think when you kind of know the vague dimensions of the benches, all I do is I just make sure I put them as far into the wall as possible. And then I sort of put plants and stuff around them. But you know, you just... I can't help you, my friend, if you're bothered. Right. So now we've found the Mounds of the Dead. We're going to bring our incredibly valuable friendo around with us. Leon likes it here. You might think, oh, she's abandoned Leon. She found somebody more attractive, and now Leon's just stranded out here wearing rags, you know, and just, you know, contemplating his existence. He just likes it here, all right? Actually, fun fact, I have tried to rescue him when I logged into the game, and it still said that whole, like, 7-minute cooldown thing, so here we are. Right. So let's do a run. I might get myself a berserker while I'm here. So shall I leave you here, madam? You stay here. It's kind of be rude not to get a berserker while we're here, wouldn't it? She'll stay there and juggle her balls. We'll get a berserker, we'll put him in the wheel back there.
Big underscore himbo just subscribed with Prime.
I heard it, but I didn't see it. Himbo, thank you for the Prime welcome. Thank you very much. Oops. Just logging in when you finish the binding rope. Is that... It is vanilla. You get the recipe from the library esoteric artifacts in the Unnamed City. At the archives here. Get some fragments of power. Click on the wall with these scrolls, and you'll get a new recipe each time. And then one of them will be Bindings of the Dead. Hello, mate. So we have one of these already. I now have like a decent amount of armor, like end game armor, but you still respect this guy, in spite of his Conan-esque hairstyle. Doo-doo. Does anybody miss them having like two-handed swords? I feel kind of nostalgic. They always had a two-handed star metal sword, and now they have these axes. Or is it Silveri? Is it always the same now? I feel like it's always an axe now, isn't it? But the AoE on it was huge. Beautiful. Welcome to the club. I might turn you into a lady. Thank you. Let's take him to the wheel. What have I missed? I asked my wife if I was the only one she had been with. She said yes. Oh, the others were 8s and 9s. Oh, the only one. Oy, 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 oy. Best thing about capturing minions in V-Rising is summoning bats to carry them back to your castle. Convert them without risking them dying to area attacks. It would be cool if a similar mechanic existed. I definitely think an ability to like command friendos that you get in a cage would be to go to your house would be really cool. I think go home thing, because obviously they have the function in the game for like Freya to identify where your base is, Lufey to identify where your base is, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I would like it if when I find people in a cage I could just send them home, because I know I'd keep a lot of people that otherwise I just break bonds with usually. Alright, we've got a buddy here. I've got insta-taming on in case you feel like confused by what's happening here. And let's put him in Doombringer's inventory. Spare friendo. Okay, let's get everybody with us. Right. Do 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 do. Ba-dum. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Right, Mounds of the Dead. One of my favourite places to farm for crafting thralls, and really, really good for fighters as well. Like one of the few NPC camps is just like, they're just so consistently good. Dun dun dun. And Delincia Snowhunter spawns in this place, which is an old favourite of mine. We got Leonille from here. We got her from that exact spot. That is not Leonille. She'll always have the same hairstyle. We just got very, very, very lucky, which is kind of cool, because last time I didn't get her at all for the entire playthrough until I logged into the server and was doing some kind of research, and she was just there. And I took a screenshot and put her on showed her on the Discord, but here we go. Nice. So we're buffed for another hour. Hello, mate. You could give them like a truncheon before you head in. It wouldn't be a bad idea. If I get a bladesmith here, like Forfellis the Hammer, the bladesmith spawns here, and he's really you really want to keep. Should we do that? Should we do like a truncheon situation, just in case, so that she doesn't unfriend anything? If you've the weaker the thrall that you've got, I really think you're better off with giving them a damage weapon instead of a truncheon, just because things die quicker than they knock out quite often. So I'm going to be looking for gold bars around these people's names. Okay, she's just kicking ass and taking names, isn't she? Let's just liberate these people from their hell. There we go. Crom is going to help you. Crom's like, no, we won't. So a good thing to get from here is hardened steel arrows. So I always like loot the hardened steel arrows. Tier 2, fighter tier 1. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so coffee today. Yeah, tier 1's like just knock out so quickly. Hold on a second. There we go. I was in the wrong spot. Bum 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 bum. Did we get all the people? Did I get the guy on the roof? Bum 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 bum. Yo, you're welcome, mate. It's like, thank you. I didn't want to stay there. It never sunny here. It's always very dark. And it rains all the time. We've got a hardened steel hammer, which I don't really care too much for. I gotta remember to get the herbal tea recipe while we're here. Mead. Don't care about the mead. Ba-dum. There we go. Alright. Useful stuff. Early game. I'm not gonna take it now. Okay, let's go unfriend the dancer and the other fighter. Hello, madam. We have quite a few dancers now. We've got like 3 Nordheimer dancers. Leonil. Okay, I'm in the wrong spot. Madam? Are you not where you think you are? Where I think you are? I think she's not there. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you at this point. Yeah, and we've got like another dancer kind of in our tavern, so we're kind of all right for dancers, really. Bum 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 bum. Don't care about any of this stuff. Gonna take the coins. Gonna leave all the rest. I assume that's just a scroll. Yeah, sometimes it's a recipe. It's worth checking. Exclamation mark ticket in Twitch chat for a chance to win a DLC of your choice for the game. I don't have Seekers of the Dawn. I don't have Scepter. Everything else is available. Or Steam keys. And I will whisper the winner on Twitch. I think the camel should be called Doomhammer Warcraft instead of Doombringer. Doombringer was suggested by Morden, who's a regular viewer, and I love the name, and it's just stuck. It's brilliant. Sure, it's Man to the Dead, not Margaritaville Retirement Community Centre. Oh, they're dead anyways. I guess so. Forgotten, aren't they? Did I walk up to Mounds and give him a truncheon? Glad I did, because I would have missed my. I didn't see it yet. This is so annoying when your follower like unfriends somebody you would have liked to have kept. Super frustrating. Yep, this is a really, really good place to visit. The earlier you can visit this place and start looting the armor pieces that I've been dropping on the ground, the better. I have it included in my gear guide because it's just such a great place to get gear as early as you can. If you're inexperienced, you know, you'll level up every time you die, on the bright side. Let's just get our specialist cooking 3. That gives us our salted pork, right? Yeah, I think so. Salted pork recipe. Is it? Hold on, let me remind myself. Wait, it'll show me here. Someone's going to beat me to it and tell me in the chat, probably. Specialist cooking 3 gives us herbal tea. Okay. So what do I get from the other Oh yeah, this is herbal tea. I remember now. So this is herbal tea. Where do I get the salted exquisite meat? Hold on, friendos. Salted exquisite.
Okaril just cheered 100 bits. When I was a kid, my mother told me I could be anyone I wanted to be. Turns out, identity theft is a crime.
Thank you for the bits. Terrible joke. Terrible joke. I'd send you to the corner, but you're already there. That's another week on your sentence. So it's specialist cooking 4. Let me just check. Specialist cooking. Uh-oh. Mounds. It is at Mounds. So it is so that's at the next mound. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so that's herbal tea, the other one is salted exquisite meat. Beautiful. I like to check these things. You laughed. I did not laugh. I didn't laugh. I was, it was a tickle in my throat. Just, yeah, it's just allergies. But, hello, Fraggle. Hello, hello. The jungle? Question mark. No. No. So, salted exquisite meat is from one of the other mounds. This is where you get the herbal tea recipe. Here. And then, salted exquisite meat is in one of the other mounds, isn't it? Further along. Do 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 do. Oh. Summon places salted pork. Yeah, we've already got that one. Salted exquisite meat is the other one, which is a agility buffing food, and a favourite of mine. Look at this armor value. 250, just lootable. Take the cash. Leave the cannoli. Oh, we got to check this cage here because you get really good people in the cage here. Let's take our jelly ski. Also, star metal weapons. Early game. Fantastically good. Right, let's see what we got. Are you going to be a volcano guy? Is a barkeeper? So this is like a random cage here. Has anyone ever gotten stuck in one of those? This is a random cage. So it's interesting that we got a barkeeper. We've already got 2 of those. So I'm going to send him on his way. Off you go, friendo. Be free. Because the other cage that's on the Circle of Death, as I call it, it's always a barkeeper, or at least it was last patch. So I guess we'll check. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Oh hello. She's like skipping along merrily like a small child, and he's like walking behind us trying to unfriend us with his hammer. Go. So yeah, there's the cage. That's the Circle of Death, as I call it. Mainly just because it's like a bit of a gauntlet. There's so many people there. And if you go on there and fight them, you just, you know, every chance of getting unfriended. Oh, yes, these are punching daggers for this. I like to get them out of there. And then sometimes I like to just like block their exit. Oh, did I see... Was that? Oh, it was a jailer I saw, not a Delencia. She can still spawn there. She's like, the jailer's like derped out. She's like waiting patiently. Don't you hit my Leo. What is going on? Nobody's like responding. There we go. Right, we'll take our bearer pack. Always take the arrows. Take our jailer key. Okay, we've got everybody here. Are you going to speak to me? You're not a barkeeper anymore. Oh, I turned the voice down, didn't I? I'm glad I remembered that before we got to the volcano. Are you not a barkeeper? It doesn't look like one.
Let us talk.
Oh, it is here.
Before anyone notices.
So this guy is always a barkeeper here.
Thank you. Thank you.
This guy's always a barkeeper. And the one in the other cage seems to be, or certainly last patch anyway, was a random thrall. And I got Spinus the Marauder from the other cage on the previous playthrough, which is, you know, kind of a rare friendo. But, you know, equal to the Volcano friendos, basically, Volcano thralls. And they're very, very good. Leave you in peace. All right, lovely. Have a good rest. Thank you so much for the subs. Gonna come over the next bridge. I don't know where a guy can find a person to hang out with, talk to, and enjoy spending time with them, just asking for a friend. We have, we can join our community server, our Discord, and you can join our Sipta server or Exilland servers. Very nice people over there. Very friendly people. I may be nice about them for a moment, and then go back to being immediately mean. But yeah, you're welcome to play on our servers. Join the Discord and stuff. claws you're using are being added to V-Rising. I feel like this is like fantastic V-Rising propaganda here. Be interested in them as they seem to see attack speed weapons like the axes. Yeah.
There's something moving out there.
I have been playing a bunch of like new games on my YouTube channel, and I will be revisiting. I was checking who he was. He seemed kind of tall. I will be revisiting some games that I've played before, so I might check out V-Rising at some point, especially with all this like positive press you've been giving me. So yeah, I might do. If anyone's got any suggestions, do let me know in the suggestion box in Discord. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, drops end for Conan tomorrow, so I probably will mix in some more of the day one videos, day one sort of streams again. Sweet. We got Beritium 1.
You picked the wrong fight.
No one messes with Doombringer. Okay. Pack. Do 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 do. I'm a vampire shill. Bless you. Do 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 do. So, two crafters that are really worth getting from Mounds are Work of the Lost Tribe, who is a shield right armorer, and will spawn in around this place, in a couple of places, including over there. And then Volfellis the Hammer, who's a bladesmith blacksmith, who increases the damage of your weapons that you craft with him. Obviously, it won't affect your legendaries, but will affect any like crafted weapons. You can also get an edgesmith who will increase the armor pen of your weapons, but I'd like to get a bladesmith, basically, generally. And then a shield right armorer who'll increase the armor value of everything that you craft. Armor value. So we already have a shield right. We got it super early. I think we got it from a cage or something ridiculous. But yeah, Work of the Lost Tribe you're looking for, and Volfellis the Hammer. Volfellis can spawn in there. This can be Work of the Lost Tribe. And there's also a blacksmith spawn in there as well, which can be Volfellis the Hammer. She's just too efficient, isn't she? Dun, 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 dun. So this can be Volfellis, but it isn't, obviously. Like a little mini game to see if you can knock people out quicker than your kill people faster than your Thor can knock them out. So I gotta remember to click on the book in here. This is the salted exquisite meat recipe, which is an agility buffing food, which is my favorite food to cook. You can get exquisite meat from kudos with a cleaver, and from babies, I think, question mark? Yeah. Salted exquisite meat. Yeah, specialist cooking for, that's it. Yeah, and it spawns, the book is right here, so you've got to click on this book. Look how pretty the sky is around here. It's so nice. Right. So we've done these mounds. We'll go to Stargazers and we'll head up to the volcano. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum. Despite never completing it, I love the game. Some of the voice actors really had fun with the deaf. Oh yeah, like the kind of noises. Yeah, good. Okay, not Leonil. Don't care. Okay, let's go to Stargazers. Check for See if there's a Leonil or a Delincia there. We didn't see a Delincia. I actually didn't talk you through the spawn points for Delincia while we were going around. I usually do. But I do have a video which shows the spawn points of Delincia Snowhunter. Pasta with enough garlic to kill vampires and a melt. Oh, I love a bit of garlic. Love a bit of pasta. I go through phases where I want to eat pasta like every day. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so you can have... There's always a crafter and a fighter there. And then in the Age of Heroes, they added these jailers. And the Delincia... So the jailer is additional. So Delincia Snowhunter should spawn here just as frequently as she did before. Still a rare kind of spawn. And Leonil will be in the place of the crafter because in the game, the game sees categorizes the dancers as crafters for some reason. I'll get some XP from unfriending these guys, but I won't get it. My follower will get it, so it's still worth doing. Otherwise, you can just leave them there, and they'll live another day when they wake up with a sore head. Ooh, another really good cage, and there's someone in it. Ooh, what are we going to get? And am I going to abandon them here? Who are you? Your time of fighter tier 3. I mean, not bad, but... Hello, madam. I mean... I'm good. Sweet. Should Better Thralls have a break as another mod with most of the same features, including Thralls drinking potions, but also has a hotkey. But your followers switch between lethal weapons and truncheon. Really nice when you see unexpected name the Thrall you want. I see. I mean, so, but yeah, Better Thralls does have the, what is it called, friendos? Wait, T? It was on T. Have they changed it? It did have like a horse truncheon thingy, didn't it? I haven't used it for so long. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it did have a force truncheon feature. Maybe I haven't got it switched on. Yeah, there you go. Adds 2 new commands to the Warcry menu. Yeah. No prisoners. Thralls will use lethal weapons or bring them to me alive. I stopped using it because I don't blame the mod. I blame the game being kind of like temperamental or whatever, because it just didn't work consistently enough, so I never use it. So if I want to, especially now that we have the flee command, I can make it so that she doesn't hit an enemy. So it really particularly works if it's just me and one enemy there. Because if she's in a crowd of people, like you know, like when we're in Nordheimer Camp Azagarth, you could end up getting them unfriended. I'm just having a look to see if there's any star metal here. I doubt there will be. Because... Because we've only just gotten here. And it's single player. Fair enough, yeah, but it's good to know there's spares, definitely. If improved quality of life or anything like that stops working, definitely I will be looking out for something. But whilst Better Thralls and Unlock Plus and things like that are like feature complete, they weren't going to get any updates, but they have very kindly been updating them just so that they still work with the game code. You know, like the features are complete, they're not going to kind of develop it further, but they're making sure that it still works. And I love that. That's really nice of them. Really grateful to the modders. Alright. Oh, hello, sir. Nice. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Let's drink some water. So that we're not thirsty when we get up the hill. Doo-doo. Da-dun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. We'll keep these spectre coatings. This is the thing I talked about in a previous stream. You can apply that to a weapon. Now, let's see if we can put it on this. I bet we can't. No. You can't put it on things that already have like a debuff, like acidic or poison. A lot of weapons it doesn't work on, but regular weapons, like this one has just shield smash. This one should work. There you go. Just like basic things that don't have some kind of like debuff on them. So then you can use it on undead, basically. Alright, so we should be fine for temperature on this journey. We don't have any special kind of heat protection from this armor here. You can check your stats to check that. We've got 3 bars in heat protection, 3 bars in cold resistance from this armor. But nothing special, and we don't have any like warming foods with us, so we should be okay. Obviously if I drink some how do I say, if I drink some purified water or like any water or eat ice, heaven forbid, then we will be like very, very cold, possibly extremely cold, and take damage. So you just got to watch that. But we should be able to get through here without any warming foods, I think, currently. Steel's Village in Conan. Oh, Steel's Village you got in Conan, is it? Still love it, want to play more, yeah. So very cold, you don't take any damage. It's only when you get to extremely cold, and then frostbite, you take a lot of damage from it. This is where I built my base, my tavern on my server. There's like a video of my tavern. A video of me building a tavern. Sometimes I forget to like finish sentences. And this is such a great spot. I'll show you over here. I love this place here. Look at this. Bit of elevation. Gorgeous views. Bit of a plateau. Beautiful. This is where it is. There you go. But yeah, I have a video of me building like a kind of a wintry tavern here. You want to see it on the YouTubes. I want to play more. Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is you can progress at your own pace, you know, in this game. Kind of cool. And I mean, a lot of the stuff, you get a lot of stuff in this game now that kind of cheats you through kind of some of the progression, you know. So I feel like you progress so quickly now, and hello there. I don't know if I remember you being here, really. Oh, she's got a truncheon still. We better remedy that, hadn't we? Let me take your truncheon. Let's give you back Hanneman's Gather. So she can kick some butt. She's not really dressed appropriately for this weather, but she'll be fine. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So these enemies here, if they hit you, they will make you very cold and extremely cold and get frostbites. If you're not careful. If you're already like prepped for cold weather, then you'll be fine. But you best just to dodge them really, and let your follower deal with them. If you're not cold protected. See, she's got that cold effect, cold snap, but it won't actually hurt her. There you go, cold snap, very cold, extremely cold, damage, frostbite. We can heal through it.
Taste death. Gods take you.
Nearly finished. There we go. Regenerating, extremely cold, entertained, which makes us heal faster. Okay, maybe we get some warming foods. Nope. We got some black ice arrows and some black ice and some ice. Okay. Sweet. So I might... Shall I run past these guys? I don't know if I care to fight them. Do-do-do. Da-da. I got both star metal and weapon handle early, so I was able to craft that blood crystal Cassandra up. Nice! I've been kicking some butt. Sweet. So good. It is nice that you can loot their weapon handles nowadays. Dun, 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 dun. Right, so we're going to go to the place where I always harvest ice. First time I go into the volcano. So you can see we are walking through like the snow and whatnot, but we haven't been extremely cold, apart from when we were struck by those dudes. So you should be able to do all of this without any kind of special heat, any special cold protection. Same as when the place I showed you, where I usually get black ice early on on a server, because I want to go in like a Tuni obelisk, especially because that's up near the Temple of Frost, in case you're like a regular. Mainly I like to do that early because if we play on a server, then usually someone's got a map room up by the Temple of Frost. So you can just teleport up and TP back home pretty easily. There you go. Hello, Smokebeard. How you doing? Good to see you. So we're going to get this ice up here, and then we're going to go up this hidden way into the volcano. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the freaking debuff when I ran out. There we go. All right, so let's harvest some ice. Now I've got a star metal pickaxe with an advanced tool upgrade kit on it, and I've got 2x harvesting, so you can see the kind of the numbers we're getting from this. The main thing, you really just want like one stack of ice. One full stack of ice should be enough for like going through the volcano. I'm going to take the rest of this because we could do with it for our fridges and stuff, and it's good to keep some at home. It's a good idea when you go into the volcano to attune the obelisk so you can teleport back, but make sure you've got some ice at home in your preservation box, or in a thrall pot or something like that, so that you can go back, and you've got to you just won't be able to survive without any kind of like heat protection. Unless you've got some ice. So think about that. You've got to plan ahead, really. You can put down a bedroll around here with some kind of like ice or something in a box, something like that. I always used to put a bedroll on this like shelf here, right here. So there you are. Gonna keep my ice on my hotbar. Be really careful not to drink any kind of cooling liquids on the way up this like slope, because you can see we're already very cold. If you drink any cold liquids, you're going to be extremely cold and take damage. Yippers. You don't need to worry about thrall temperature. No. Oh god, that gave me a freaking heart attack. Oh gosh. Is the sepia overlay new? No, there's no sepia overlay. When you play in cinematic settings, it does change the color a little bit. I'm trying to think which one is it post-processing? Does that change the color? I think it has, hasn't it? I think it's post-processing. I've had a couple of people mention that recently, which is interesting. Did that change it? Question mark. Yeah, so you don't need to worry about thrall temperatures, and now they won't take damage from lava like they used to take damage from lava. Yep. Never used agility builds. I gravitate towards strength characters. Yeah, I used to always do strength, but that's, you know, back when strength was the only thing. Now I really like agility. Nice to have the rocknose pet, especially there's a variant to help gather the ores. And you've just found a named archer thrall out of the cage. Can archer thralls use other weapons? Archer thralls can use any weapons you want. They should, generally speaking, they should be agility thralls, because archery is like an agility thing, but some of them are not agility thralls. So they might do more damage with a strength weapon. It depends, really, where they're from and whatnot. Sepia might not be the right word. What do you... Is it... Does the game look weird to people? It looks normal to me. Grayscale. Grayscale added in the latest patch. Really? Have I missed something? What are you talking about, friendos? It looks normal to me. Yeah, it looks normal to me too. It looks normal, like, in-game, and also my, videos and stuff look the same as normal. Thank you for confirming that, though. But I'm interested because it's not the first time someone said something about why does it look sepia or like whatever. Somebody said to me the other day that it looked like my gamma was too high and my saturation was too high, and I think it's just because I play on cinematic. When you run out of stamina, the game does grayscale thing when you pause. Yes, it does. So that's an old thing that they've brought back. Yes. Oh, I see. When you run out of stamina. Thank you, peeps. Yes. Yeah. So that's just a kind of a debuff. Let's like learn this recipe from our situations. May as well track that one. Okay. All right, into the volcano. This is where we're going in. This is the hidden way on the map. That's what they were talking about. That makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So that was always a thing before when I used to play, and they got rid of it. And they've kind of reverted stamina back to what it was before. Playing cinematic also. Yeah. Yeah. It definitely changes the tone of it, I think. So we will harvest a bit of obsidian here. Hello, mate. Ah, I knew you were there. Okay. So when you will need ash to craft like white dye. And you'll need obsidian to craft obsidian tools and things. So go some goldstone, crystal, obsidian, ash. Now normally I just drop obsidian on the ground and I just want the ash. And I want the gold and the crystal, maybe. But the gold and the ash, definitely I want. So yeah, it's a good idea to come here with like Beast of Burden is quite useful, but you know, just make sure that you bring a decent thrall with you to do some fighting. Because the enemies hit very hard in the volcano. And they're all insta aggro now. They weren't before, they were like... It was kind of a neutral place in most cases. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'm alright with it being tough. I think it should be tough, but I do think that the volcano could do with a bit of a rework. I think it's kind of, could be a bit more exciting. I think it looks visually very cool. Excuse the pun. Okay, we're going to drop obsidian, drop the stone, keep the ash, keep the gold. Maybe keep, do I care about the crystal? Maybe we'll keep the crystal. So we're very hot right now in this entrance area. We should be fine. When we get a bit further along, we should become extremely hot. And then you'll see there's a debuff, there's like a visual representation of that around my HUD. And then you will start taking damage. And you'll get heat stroke. It's equivalent to frostbite. And you'll take a lot more damage. So just make sure you have ice in your hotbar. Can I get my sickle from you, friendo? What am I going to use as a weapon? I don't know yet. I haven't decided. So this is Golden Lotus, or whatever you... Yeah, Golden Lotus. You can make potions with that. So just get a bit. So I'm not going to kind of just go around harvesting all the obsidian possible. I like this entrance to the volcano. This is always the way that I would come into the volcano so that I could drag a recruit on a rope out of the volcano safely over the lava, because the lava used to kill instantly. Presumably, actually, it would still kill NPCs, like enemies. I think it will. Because it will for, like, purges and stuff like that, but it won't. There you go. So we're now extremely hot. We should start taking damage. If I eat an ice, I'll go down to very hot. So I'm fine. And then hot. Ice is like much more effective than water or purified water. Purified water is better than water. But make sure you also bring some water because you're going to get thirsty. Sweet. It does still kill players. It does. They in kind of not this patch, but previous patch, they buffed the lava. So now it will kill you a lot quicker than it did for a while, but it used to be insta-death for you and insta-death for your thralls. Yep. This is PC. Can't stand manual mining this game, Sorcerer's Gathering for the win. Yeah. Have a ton of ash from taking all the Sorcerer's armor and dismantling them. Yeah, that's good. Used to be some people were aggro, some weren't. I never figured out who that was. Yes, I think definitely this like bit up here that we're coming to, they were always insta aggro. There were a couple of patches where they were insta aggro, but now everybody's aggro. Should we use our hatchet? Not hatchet, sorry, axe. Very armoured as well. A lot of armour. Okay. So I've got to make sure she's got enough good heals and enough porridge, sorry, gruel, just to keep her going. Let's learn the Velusian recipe. Okay, so every time I see that representation on my HUD of damage or like heat, I'm just going to eat an ice. And the 1 stack should be enough. If you're going to do like the dungeon as well, then it's worth maybe having some spares. If you're going to take a long time, if you're going to, like, I don't know, die or your friend dies, you're going to hang around for a long time while they get their stuff back, maybe have a second stack of ice or something. Dun, 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 dun. There are sections that it's not all the same temperature here. I'm going to put my sandstorm breathing mask on. I'll keep my helmet on and then I'll show you where we take damage. There you go. So you kind of have to leave the gas in order to kind of get the benefit of the sandstorm breathing mask. So now I should be fine everywhere here.
Wasn't supposed to be like this.
And yet it was, my friend. So, yeah, I do find these friendos around here a bit boring. They're just like alchemists and fighters. That cripple is so helpful.
NJ Yosh just cheered 100 bits. One more before getting my daughter to bed, and since it's my birthday, why shouldn't you play pop music at a birthday party?
Oh,
You'll
God.
scare all the balloons away.
I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday, Yosh. I assume that's not just part of the joke. Let's eat some ice. Happy birthday. Hope you have had a lovely day. Thank you for the bits. But I said the dragon helm was also... It would be, yeah. It would definitely. PC. Yes, PC. What are axes? Strength. Their strength. There's no agility axes whatsoever. And I'm always asking. Like, because there's a few weapons that kind of subvert expectations. Like there's a two-handed sword called Baltier's Razor, which is my favourite sword. One of my two favourite like legendary weapons. Which is a agility weapon instead of a strength weapon. There's also Bector Corbin, which is a hammer, which is agility instead of strength, when it should traditionally be strength. Please don't change that. I love those. And there are bows. There's a bow that's a couple, maybe at least 1 or 2 bows, I think, that have like strength, that take points from your strength instead of agility. What else? But we don't have a lot of like one-handed agility weapons. We have the short sword, which I'm not super keen on. They did kind of improve it. It's quite good if you want like a very precise pokey weapon. And I guess pikes and stuff. Maybe some pikes, whatever. But yeah, I would really like an agility axe, personally.
Put your weapons away.
God take you! Take the wrong fight.
Okay, we're hot again. Let's take a potion, eat an ice. I mentioned this location here on my base locations video, if you haven't seen it. Exclamation mark base locations if you want the link, otherwise it's just on my YouTube channel. But it's kind of a cool place to build. The Bridge of Volmithridrith. I've never said it before I got to make my video. I was like, wait, how do you actually say this? Champion sword here. Yes, that's true. There is a sword down there. With an NPC. Love it if there was one-handed agility weapon to use when mounted. Yeah, I never use weapons mounted, to be honest. No, it's not an agility sword, that one, is it? That's a one-handed strength weapon. But yeah, you just reminded me there's a person down there. So we're here to speak to Freya to continue our quest for her. And she's asked us to meet her here. So we're going to kind of focus on that. We might do like a quick run round. But this is kind of pretty dull because it's just alchemists.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
And cooks, my bad. She's like, what about me? I'm here too. The crowd control of an axe is so undeniable. It's so good. Feels so nostalgic for the old days. But I used to always do it strength. Oh, I'm gonna die. Eat some ice. Ooh, that was, honestly, that was nearly it, people. Yeah, getting trapped in this game is like the best way to accidentally get unfriended. Okay, obsidian weapons. You can put those in a dismantling bench to get some obsidian. It's probably the best way to get obsidian, honestly. You will learn the ability to forge obsidian when you do the dungeon from this location, this biome.
Attack!
Hi. But yeah, this is way better. Because the obsidian forge is a very dangerous spot. Which we're going to go to now. And we've got steam cleaned right out of your armor. I know. At least this year I know the answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything is for everyone. Gets that, don't panic, I have my towel. Oh god. It's not the answer. It's just a number, okay? It's just a number. But we should probably watch the movie on stream. Never craft obsidian unless you hate yourself. I never do. I just use star metal tools. Or if I really want to, I would use like black blood. And then weaponry, I would just use the obsidian that I dismantled. So we're very hot, but we're not extremely hot here. We don't have a cooling down effect. So you can see there are certain places. Okay, there we go. Certain places where you're not as affected. Right. Cardinal rule of the volcano. Click on the obelisk as soon as you get here. And make sure you have some ice at home. You can build here if you want to put like a map room here or something. So people usually put map rooms like around here on what is it called? Servers. Mainly because if you accidentally teleport to the volcano, it's a great way to accidentally die and in a giant panic. It's like, uh-oh, I don't have any like heat protection or at all. So many times I've got stuck in an environment. Yeah, in so many games it always results in death. Yeah, this is like absolutely. Azagarth is one where so I generally, it doesn't happen to me very often anymore where I get kind of stuck because I'm super careful and I'm always looking for the way out. But if I'm going to, like, Azagarth is like there's so many like choky little places where I get kind of stuck in there. So I'm super careful, but sometimes it happens. Can I, like, also... So I do have a buff to my... Okay. You know what I've just realised? We haven't got any building materials. Hopefully in there... I guess we can get wood. Can you get wood from this tree? I've never tried to harvest a tree in my entire life. Eat some ice. Nope. I've never tried to harvest these, actually. So you can get wood from the Terrace of the Tenders, where those red plants... No, it's just terrain. Should we actually check if we have materials? Because I totally forgot we're going to have to build... What do I get? Twine and bone. Stone branches. That's not really going to help me. Stone I need. We need some wood. Let's get a bit of wood. We want to be able to make some sandstone blocks. so we can get over, because these days we're going to just run back to the Terrace of the Tenders over here. These days the lava will kill you quite quickly. Yippers. Good night, Tiverus. Sitting tools are an example where the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Absolutely, definitely. Agreed. You're a real hoopy fruit. I don't get that reference. Can only get wood from those funky poisonous plant things. Yeah. Gotta remember to change my mask back as well, actually. Here we go. Get like a stack of wood. Some ice. This is probably sufficient for what we're doing. There we go. We just wanted to get 1,000. You can make red dye from the cochineal. Yeah, buddy. Right. Let's switch our helmet back so we've got more armor. Alright. Let's make our way to Freya. Oh. This place would be a good place to build another spa or the hot water steam. It would be, yeah. That'd be kind of cool, actually. You could have like an onsen in the Terrace of the Tenders. I like that. I wouldn't mind too much about blocking off the spawn for the alchemists if I was on, you know, unless I was on a server. I'd feel kind of bad about that. Eat some snackage. There's my pork. So I got 12 minutes left on my buff. So I think what we'll do is we'll rebuff ourselves while we're here. Okay. Stock up on heals. Let's have a Black Lotus. And I guess I'm going to go for salted pork because I just want to do more damage with my strength weapons, I guess. Who cares? Doesn't matter too much. Keep the truncheons. Eat some ice. Okay. Shall we? She's like double buffed. Strength and strength. Yeah, I'm double buffed as well. All right. Do. I also mentioned that on my base locations video as well, in case you wondered where it was. Always poke your thralls, people. Absolutely. If you shoot them in the leg, they run a bit slower. You cripple them. Very glad for all my armor right now.
You picked the wrong fight.
Thank you, mate. Just doing a great job. Use a cheap heal. Alright, onwards. So be careful not to stand on the lava. It hurts. A lot more than it used to. Not as much as it used to. Not like insta-death, but it'll take a lot of damage. Oh, obsidian arrows. I'll take those. They've done quite a good job as well. Oh, I had a bit of a lag spike there. That was kind of scary. They've done quite a good job as well because sometimes there's like a dip and it's stairs and sometimes it's not. So you've got to be kind of extra careful of your footing. Okay. And just like the galleon, I'm not going to fight right next to the edge. Exclamation ticket in Twitch chat for a chance to win a DLC of your choice for this game, by the way. Excluding Seekers of the Dawn and Scepter. I don't have those. Everything else is available. Okay. Just jump across. Make our way down here. Because usually I would just run across this little patch here. Now I won't make it. I won't survive. Maybe, I mean, even with like 700 HP, I think. So we're going to want to do a little build. Some blocks to get across. Oh, did I freaking drop the twine on the ground? Like an absolute noob. We got plant fiber? Chat. Magic. I would like to be able to craft from his inventory. That'd be kind of cool. Dun, 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 dun. I think champion and silent legion give enough heat and cold resistance to make the volcano easier. Absolutely, they do. We haven't done those yet, though. Eat some ice. Okay, we're going to start a little, like, basic bridge situation here. Could do some stairs if we wanted to be fancy. Use pick block. And we just want to stay on the blocks. Got enough for 12 more of these foundations. So I guess I could... Here we go. Okay. Everybody across. Let's just get rid of our wood and stone. Okay, beautiful. Bum, 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 bum. Be careful just on these little bits here because you can take damage like suddenly without realizing it. It doesn't look like you're on lava, but you are. Okay, so everyone's going to hit really, really hard, insta aggro and all that stuff. We're going to be careful. We're going to make our way down to Freya. And we're going to come back here for like doing the whole... Okay, that was scary. I thought Leonil just randomly died. Perfect. Just gonna make sure I eat some ice. That's why it's gonna be on my hotbar. Mid fight. This is Flesh Terror. One of the very, very good fighters in this game. All the Volcano people. So we're just going to kind of go straight down to Freya. I will show you the rest of this different occasion. This is the way to get into the Volcano dungeon. Okay, I'm going to refresh my cooling situation here. Okay, everybody's going to be insta aggro. Gotta be careful. Try and aggro as few people as possible. Same time. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Scott. Ooh,
Scott
hell.
underscore Cunny tipped 50 pounds.
Crikey.
Going to call it a night. Thank you for the stream, Hannah.
Thank you so much. That's a huge tip. Thank you so much, Scott. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Crikey. Thanks for watching. Goodness me. Thank you, thank you. This is where I died 20 minutes after the lava death. Thank you very much. Crikey, people. That crowd control, look at it. So powerful. That axe. You can use like little light click, left click jabs with daggers as well to do that kind of thing. You can do it with like a bunch of different things. You could also use these. But I just think the axe is just so freaking good. I really wanted agility one, personally. Bridge building mind blown. Never thought about it. So that used to be the way that people got across the lava originally. Always. On a server, it would always be building blocks there. Yeah. Assume you're not being sarcastic. Okay, Yeah. Whatever runs here in there, help me finish this stuff for Freya. Did it? Yeah. So I see where she is. She's down there. She's right there past this guy over here. Past the Serpent Man. When we came here last time on the previous playthrough, I didn't see her there. And we just kind of... I was like too busy yapping away about the like what we were going to do and why we were going to do it. I'll use my pokies. So I can't remember if these guys stun at all. Yeah, he's stunning. They have so much health. Okay. So like, oh, she said I was stunning right before I died. It was so flattering. No one's ever said anything nice about me, honestly. Mother always said I looked a bit like a snake. Oh, the bow guys. Wait, I kind of want to see. Wait. I want to see if he ever shoots. Oh, they're still bugged. Still bugged. Usually I leave the bow guys because they will send this guy to like whoever. 12,000 XP. See that? 12,000 XP. Right. Are you done? He's done. I think he's done. So normally when you come here, there are incredibly tough NPCs around that area there. And they are so freaking strong. There's so many of them. And oh my goodness. I did die on our previous playthrough when I came here. And we hadn't even like spoken to Freya. So they're gone because of this like quest situation, quest line or whatever. But normally they're very tough. And that is where you forge obsidian. But you do need to click on the tablet behind the boss for this dungeon before you can forge obsidian. But that's where you have to go through there. And then just go to like, click on that. And then you'll be able to put obsidian and steel in there to forge obsidian. You just won't have the recipe yet. Okay. Hello, lady.
I'm ready to be rid of this curse. Shall we begin?
Let's do it.
Stay by my side, friend. This is a dark curse, and breaking it will not be easy.
All right. Are we going to the forge? Do. What do you want to do? Okay, she's doing it. Oh, camera shake took me by surprise. Are you all right? She wants me to talk to her. Oh, shining poops. So this is like a callback from like sorcery, isn't it? Just a repurposing of these monsters. I'm just gonna stay away from the forge area. This loot is like Sipter loot out of Sipter. Oh, hello. He's a big fella. Go on, get him. Oh, it looks like it's over.
They couldn't beat me, but they tried.
You did all that all by yourself.
Such darkness. All the gloomy nightmares of my life made manifest.
You beat them all.
We beat them all, friend. When the darkness came, you were at my back. I am ever grateful.
And now the curse is broken.
Yes. I feel it lifted from me. A poison drawn from my ailing soul. I feel weak as a newborn. But my strength will return with rest.
Are you ready to get your husband back?
No, not yet. Breaking the curse has cleared my mind of the shadows that have...
Okay. She's not really one to finish a sentence. So I did click 5 and it did let me eat the ice whilst she was talking, because it did seem like I was taking damage. So yeah, it does let you. So yeah, she just disappeared mid-sentence. I guess we'll just give her a minute to like gather herself. Let me harvest these guys and see what we get. I hope that the enemies don't spawn in. Okay, feral flesh, bone, blood, blah, 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 blah. Okay, don't care too much. Don't care about that. Hey. Dun, 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 dun. Eating ice. It scared her off. Maybe it did, yeah. Maybe it did. Well, friendos, we're going to leave it here just now because we'll return to this because it's very late. Thank you, people. I've gone into creative just temporarily so I don't die from like being overheated while we're here. We're going to continue this next time.